a morning walk on the campground road in the International Peace Garden. I can't explain to you how beautiful this is. It might just be because I love aspens, I don't know. But I'm going to dump my tanks, take a shower, and then check this place out. This is a historical lodge. It was built in the 1930s in the park. I'm going to walk up to it in a second. I actually haven't even walked around it. But here is the 10 Commandments. And this is what's interesting, is I have not run into many people here at all. I ran into a couple and their child yesterday, but then I ran into two Hasidic Jewish men just walking by, and they were speaking, I don't know what language they speak, I'm sorry. But then they were telling me about this, the 10 Commandments being here, and it was presented to the International Peace Garden by the Fraternal Order of Eagles. Now, so far I've seen Jewish symbols, Christian symbols, the Masonic symbols, and I'm not sure what ties all those together. And then you can see this is in some sort of writing, which I'm going to assume is Hebrew, but I don't know. And I actually like that I don't know, because it gives me stuff to learn. But there's that eye that everybody says is from the Illuminati. It's also on our money, and also on a bazillion different things. But I just thought it was pretty cool. Look how beautiful the grounds are of this lodge. And behind the trees over here are some cabins that they are working on and getting ready for the summer. And then behind those trees, behind the lodge, is the campground. So it kind of all makes a giant circle. But it's really, really a beautiful place. And I'm shocked I haven't heard of it. And this is the kicker. So in learning that I haven't heard of this place before, I learned that there's also an International Peace Garden in Glacier National Park. Now, I've been to Glacier National Park, but I didn't see a peace garden up there. So that kind of sucks, but all it means is that someday I have to go back. Oh, and this is actually a lodge, like a meeting place lodge, not a lodge like hotel room lodge. Because when you look through, you can only see tables. Well, that's okay. I just wanted to see what it was about and let you guys know how pretty it is here. I'm going to explore some other stuff. There is actually a 9/11 memorial here. And then there's a couple lakes. And he said there's some really nice hikes around the lakes. And I don't think I've ever seen so many aspens. And my friends and family from Colorado is probably going to argue with me on that one, because I know that's where I've usually seen the most. And there's just a scant few I've seen in Arizona. Sorry, this thing is kind of bumpy. It's got like a rock road sort of thing. Probably from the 1930s. But this is what's weird to me about the Peace Garden. Is there's no peace symbol at the Peace Garden. Isn't that crazy? There is a clock that they make out of the perennials, annuals, and perennial flowers. But it's not ready yet. But we're going to go check it out anyway and see. Wow, look at how beautiful that is. Oh, why am I so... Oh, there it goes. Look at how beautiful that is. And there's people in there, so I'm going to figure out how you go in there. Oh. It says, this gate is our formal garden. Wait, this gate in our formal garden are only in place to protect our plants from the ravages of white-tailed deer population. So please pass through them and close the gate behind you. Enjoy. Alrighty, that's what we're gonna do. This is stunningly beautiful. Look at this. And it looks like they're down there working and cleaning the pond. There's a guy walking around in it. But just look, all the way around me is a beautiful garden. I think the only other place I've seen something like this is either Roosevelt's mansion or Vanderbilt's mansion in New York. These are beautiful gardens. Oh, and I think the Japanese gardens in San Francisco are really pretty too. It's pretty cool. Inside the International Peace Garden, they have a cactus garden. Look at how beautiful these succulents are. This is really an amazing place, and I can't begin to record it all for you. I was actually headed to the 9/11 memorial when I saw the gardens, so it looked like this was going to be easier to do because there was no people around here. And there's a family with little kids that were going to the 911, so I wanted to record it when I wouldn't have little kids on video. But look at that. Beautiful. I just can't. All different kinds of cactus. Look at how unusual that one is. And that one. Wow. It really is amazing. I don't remember seeing all these kind back home, but I'm sure I do. Look at that. Crazy. And I like the sign as you enter that says this could be a prickly place. That's kind of funny. Oh, like look, this whole little pot of succulents. I would love to have that. Look at that. Nice. Alright, I'm going to walk around and enjoy it. Oh, this part's closed off because they're working. But look at all the beautiful potted succulents. I bet you they're going to put those in there. I'm going to walk through here. This is the tropical walkway. I was going to turn off the phone until I saw that. Oh look, those are those kind that really don't need any water. What are those called? I hate that when I'm trying to record something and then I draw a total blank on what I'm talking about. But those kind that you buy in a shell and they really don't have water. Look at that. That looks like a squash plant. It's growing up instead of as a ground cover. Ooh. And that is a weird succulent. This place is really super cool. Part of me wants to record it and then part of me wants to just enjoy it. Like, look at that. What the heck is that? If you know what that is, let me know what that is. Oh, this we got back home. That's for sure. Ooh, I can hear those sprinklers that do. Oh, look at that. They made like a succulent tree. That is pretty cool. Becca would like that. Anyway, I hear those sprinklers going that do that tick, 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 and it reminds me of being a kid. I don't know why. Oh, wow, it gets even bigger. Oh, so that... You know, I don't know what that front part of the garden was, because this says Desert Garden and it says North America. So this is probably the stuff that I'm used to. Attention, this can be a prickly place. Yeah, this looks like home to me. Look at that. Oh, those beautiful desert blooms. I should be taking some pictures instead of just recording. So I think I'll record and then take pictures. Oh my gosh. Look at this chair. Look at that. That is fantastic. Africa. This area is from Africa. And it's funny because you could, on your skin, tell the different levels of humidity that's in here. That's pretty cool. These squash tree things are pretty neat. Look at that. I'm gonna stand back. Look at that thing. That is super cool. There's an air conditioner or some sort of hydration unit in the way. It looks like there's a walkway there, but I'm not really sure you're supposed to walk through there. So I'm not going to. Ah, fuck it. Yeah, I am. Oops. I said the F word on my video again. Oh, look at those. Ah, and then there's purple ones back there. Oops, I dropped something. That is pretty cool. These are all more like succulents than cactus, but they're pretty. Oh, look at that. That is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And I wonder what... Oh, that is water in there. Huh. That is really pretty. It's the certified pollinator garden. The caretaker of it is actually going back into a greenhouse to get some more plants. So she told me that all of the plants that are here for pollination are not put in the garden yet because obviously the snow has just melted off. and the soil's just been treated, and she's planting. But this is what she's been working on. If you ever have a chance to come to the border of North Dakota and Canada, to come to the International Peace Gardens, you've got to come. Also herbs growing in here too. But I'm going to go check out the rest of the garden, and then I'm going to have to recharge my battery before I can go to the 9/11, which is literally right outside that fence. But the battery's dying because I keep recording stuff. Look at that little fountain or bird bath. That is so pretty. To be careful not to step on any plants. Look at that. It's a simple little bird bath garden. I wonder if they put fruit and stuff in there for the butterflies. Look at that. Just stunningly beautiful. And there are lots of people out here today working on the garden. Yesterday when I got here, there was nobody even here attending anything. And I'm not saying that doesn't mean they weren't doing their job. I guess I got here after they all call it a day. And they must not live in here. So they must live in the next town over in North Dakota, or the next town or province over in Canada. Because there was no people here yesterday. But today there's like a ton, and they're all working on the plants and mowing the yard and watering stuff. It's beautiful, and it smells amazing out here. So I'm out of the formal garden part of the International Peace Garden, headed to the 9/11 Memorial. Interesting, and I don't know what it means, so I'll have to read up on it, because I know the park was dedicated somewhere in the 19th. It says United States. It said Covenation of 1818, and then it says Canada, and then at the bottom it says renewed in 1993, and it says Canada and the US, and behind it is the International Peace Chapel. But I don't know what this means, because that would mean that this was here a full 100 years before the park. So I'm going to have to research what that means. I'm going to have to Google what the Convention of 1818 is, because I don't know. But I know this park was, I think, 1928, and then was built into the 1930s. Interesting stuff here. Inside it says the Treaty of 1908. I'm going to have to learn some new history, because I don't know what this pillar is talking about. But what I also think is pretty cool is if you look straight on behind it, you see the opening of the park with the Canadian and American flag. Look at this, guys. So I entered the Peace Chapel. So first of all, I finally found out that the International Peace Garden is on the border of the United States and Canada in North Dakota and Manitoba, Canada. But you walk into the Peace Chapel and it's got a stunningly beautiful simplicity. And it's got all these etchings in the granite along the walls, or limestone. I'm not sure what that stone is, but it's so beautiful. Look at that. And they do have services here every Sunday in the summer, and they do have weddings here, but you have to have a big agreement by the treaty, or a treaty agreement. It's just pretty amazing. I'm sorry I'm babbling. I'm just stunned. I didn't expect it to be this beautiful inside. But I'm going to take a look around. I'm going to read the sayings on the wall. So I will be here a while, because if you know me, you know I'm a nerd, and I'm going to read them all. Found it. Finally made it here. I am at the 9/11 Memorial in the International Peace Garden. I can't get over how quiet, beautiful, and peaceful it is out here. It really is amazing. Let peace prevail. The International Peace Garden represents a unique and enduring symbol of strength of our friendship as nations, our mutual respect, and our shared desire for world peace. The events of September 11, 2001 failed to shake the foundation of our shared vision of peace and prosperity for all the world's people. This cairn, composed of steel rescued from the devastation of the World Trade Center in New York, ensures the memory of this tragedy will not be lost and reminds us to cherish tolerance, understanding, and freedom. Officially unveiled by the Honorable Gary Doer Premiere of Manitoba, September 11th, 2002. Amazing. Got a nice garden following all around it. I'm trying to stay on the walkway. I do see people cutting through, and I don't mind cutting through on the grass. But where there's actual gardens, I don't want to do that. It's amazing how fast they got this up, too, because it says, 9/11 obviously happened in 2001. This was done in 2002, just a year later. They already had a memorial out here. That's impressive. The Rotary Club of Brandon, I think that will be that Mbabi and New Rotary Club of Minot. I just totally forgot how to say it. 9/11 events. I'm not going to read all of these to you. Most of us know them from the news. But look at that. Sorry, I don't know why. When I come here, this part sort of made me a little melancholy. I was into it and totally enjoying it. And then you see this, and the sheer devastation of something that took down a building, 2 buildings. So many lives lost for nonsense. And it's hard to believe that airplanes could do that. Look at that. It's pure steel and concrete, and it's gone. Look at those pegs. I don't even know what those are called. But this is incredible. And this is the 9/11 Memorial at the International Peace Garden on the border of the United States and Canada, of Brandon, I just totally forgot again, and Minot. But this isn't Minot, North Dakota. I don't know what town this is in North Dakota, and I can't remember the province in Canada. It's terrible that I can't remember those things. But anyway, there you are. Manitoba. I don't know when I shook the phone, sorry. I don't know why I can't remember the word Manitoba. But yes, North Dakota, United States, Manitoba, Canada. That is where this Peace Garden is. So this is the international boundary between North Dakota, United States, and Manitoba, Canada. And there's the pillar in front of me, and here's the actual monument behind me. I took a picture of that I'll post. But it's cool because if you look past the pillar, you could almost see a straight line in the forest making the border of the 2 countries. That's pretty cool. I don't know how far out that goes, but it does look like it almost goes to the sea. I doubt that it does, but it looks like it does. Pretty cool. Even when I zoom in, you get that same effect. Do you see it? So at the International Peace Garden, there is a game warden museum, which isn't open today, but I still wanted to come up here and show you this. These are dedications to people who have made it their life's work to work in environmental conservation, wildlife conservation, the game wardens, the fish wardens. Anybody who worked in any sort of that protection can get a plaque dedicated to them up here. I don't know, who does that, if it's their family or who, but it's actually pretty cool. Or their companies or their units, whichever ones, but it's pretty neat. This guy, David L. Grove, it's actually got a picture of him. But this is pretty cool. I wonder, not that you want to think of somebody's demise, but I wonder if the Bass Pro Shop guy will end up here, because just so you know, him and his company do amazing work in the efforts of wildlife conservation. And so does, there's actually a race car driver and a country music singer whose names are escaping me right now. but lots of them that do a lot. This is pretty cool, and it goes on and on all the way around the building. Look at this, just amazing. And it continues on over here, and then there's an overlook to Lake Udall. But it looks like the trees are growing over, but I'm gonna go check it out. Too bad this isn't open today. It would be cool to check out. But I'm sure I'm here a little early for summer, which is weird because it's like June. Pretty cool. But peace out, everybody. I just wanted to show you this. Oh, it lists people from each different state too. Wonder if I should find Arizona. Yukon. Oh, it even has the Yukon on there. I think I told you the other day. Let's watch shows about the Yukon. Yep, Arizona. Wow, they both died at 34 years old. I wonder what happened. Pretty cool. Alright, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.